Lambeau Field and Columbia, Missouri. These fans are juiced up for the start of this game. This coin toss presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Georgia is lined up to kick the ball off first, and we are ready to go. Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. And he's taken down at about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes a play is not going to work for whatever reason. Doesn't mean you throw the play away. You just need to execute better next time.
From their own 23-yard line, it's second down.
Three down. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
And he throws it away. Slings it out, and it gets tipped.
This unit has quick hands, and they showed it there by knocking away the pass.
The defense looks like they're going to send in the cavalry on this one.
When he made the decision to return the ball, I'm sure he thought there was going to be some room to run. But boy, did it vanish in a hurry. Still, he got something out of it.
So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And he's tackled after positive yardage. McIntosh gains about 4 yards on the play. It's second down, 6 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line. He makes it to the 48-yard line. Quick throw out to the receiver. Tackle made at the 39.
Perfect timing here between the quarterback and the wide receiver. That's a big gain and more than enough for the first down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 39.
Ready, team.
And he's tackled at the 31-yard line.
Let's go one more. Check back 11. Let's go. White.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line, third down.
Here we go. White.
Here's the halfback on the screen. Out of bounds around the 27-yard line.
Some nice touch on that throw. A screen can be tricky to execute because you're actually allowing the defense to come right at you as a quarterback. And that's what you want. But one missed block, and it could easily result in lost yardage.
Pitch out, got the corner. Tackle at the 19. This is the 8th play of this drive.
4 down. Hey, check back 11. Here we go.
Nice run there.
That's another first down, Brad. And right now, you can just really feel and sense the rhythm that this offense is in. Their ability to pick up first downs, just pushing this defense further and further down, back deep into their own territory.
Now he tries to buy some time, and he can't get away from the pressure. Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation.
Check number 6. Check number 6. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Any offense is predicated on being able to move efficiently like this.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Set.
Catches it, and that's all. He made the catch, but he didn't get the first down.
Yeah, right now, the way this defense is swarming, there's just no room for him to get upfield for the first down.
This should be an easy field goal. Georgia is looking to go up by 3. It's up, and he's got it.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
They line up to kick this one away. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Georgia's really got things working right now for him. I can't think of a better start.
Well, that's exactly the way they had hoped to see this game go. I mean, anytime you can start the game with a stop, get your offense out there, they move the ball down, put points on the board. Now it's just more about trying to maintain what they've already created.
They go to the left for a nice gain. From their own 30-yard line. Second down.
Let's go.
Fires out to his wideout. At the 30. To the 20. He's tackled at the 14.
Man, that was an impressive-looking play. When you can slice apart a defense like that, it puts a seed of doubt in their minds.
So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Green 88. Green 88.
He's taken down at the 6.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, 25 to Mike. Let's go. Green 95.
Caught a big hit there to stop him. It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker.
3 down. Hey, 25 to Mike. Go, 25 to Mike.
Missouri is looking to tie things up. He gets it up, and it is good.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding them to a field goal right there.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. They've got to play with some focus and smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing. Little handoff. Nice run to the left there. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And he's hit immediately. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice gain.
4 down. Hey, check Mike 11.
And they make the stop at the 44-yard line. from their own 44-yard line. Second down. It's the tailback. They'll bring him down at the 45.
Here we go. Green 19. Green.
He gets hit out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. We've got a flag down on the field. Might have been offsides. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. A yard, maybe two on the carry. Runs it left for a decent gain. So we're looking at another third down here.
Check. 200.
And he hauls that one in. And down he goes at the 29.
Most of the time, zone coverage will take away the out route. Not that time.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Check. 200 check. 200 check.
Setting up the play action. And he's got all the time in the world. Decides to slide. Bennett only gets about a yard there on the quarterback scramble.
This junior corner's been progressively improving his run defense. He's better at diagnosing those plays now, and he knows how to bring a guy down.
Back to the action now here in the second quarter.
4 down. Hey, check Mike 11. Ready.
There's a strike complete.
What impresses me so much is the guy's vision. He read the coverage perfectly to find his man for good yardage.
Well, they'll line it up again on third down. 2 for 2 so far on this drive.
Check curls. Hey, check Mike 11. Green 90.
Up the middle. Tackled for a loss.
Good, solid defense there to force him into a fourth down situation.
Georgia could take the lead with this field goal. The kick is away. It's long enough, and he splits the uprights. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. And he's tackled at the 25. With one quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two squads. Might be neck and neck the whole way. Makes a catch, and he's got nowhere to go. From their own 25-yard line, it's second down. Here's the give. He makes it to the 28-yard line.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. It's our field. Here we go.
Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. Good possession there for the defense.
You'd always like to move the ball at least past midfield, if only to win the field position battle. The defense wasn't going to give them anything on that drive.
Jackson will be the return man. He's taken down at the 47-yard line.
Everywhere we go in college football, everybody's got a T-shirt that says finish, finish, whether that means finish the game or finish the drive. Right now, this offense is moving the ball, but they're not finishing the drive. They got to execute better down closer to their opponent's territory.
Laterals back. He gets to about the 34-yard line.
Now he took the pitch there and was able to get the first down. It's a nice option play.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. Georgia holds a field goal lead. Lets it fly. Makes the grab and steps out right away. He's still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy seems to make things happen no matter what kind of space he has to work with. All he needs is a little crease of daylight and forget about it.
So they had their chances to stop him, but in the end, he comes up with a big play. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So a short three-play, 52-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points. So our score, 13-3. Nice kick, plenty of distance. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Not a lot of success for this offense on their last trip out. And he's taken down at the 33. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. He wants it all, going long. Almost intercepted.
You like a team that's ready to defend the pass. It takes some preparation to get in the way of a pass like that.
Fourth down upcoming as they go 3 and out. And they're coming after this punter. They'll bring him down at the 49. Georgia's really putting a hurting on him right now.
Well, you wonder if it was a coach or a player who kind of lit the fire under this offense, but we've seen a completely different-looking team, and they're executing at a much higher level.
And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
He fights forward to about the 49.
The defense was playing run all the way right there, and it paid off for him.
From their own 49-yard line, it's second down. And he tackles him hard at the 41.
It's great when a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
Tackle made at the 38. McIntosh gets around 3 on the halfback draw. From the 38-yard line, second down. down around the 35-yard line.
Man left, man left. Pull it down, pull it down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Ready, Red 68, Red 68.
Setting up blockers, a running back's got it on the screen, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Wow, that was close. I think the officials marked the spot correctly, and it gives them the first by an eyelash.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 29. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Ready?
Short over the middle. And he's tackled around the 11-yard line.
Stop, please. Stop.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Tight end right. Pull it down, pull it down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Touchdown, Georgia! That gives him another touchdown to go along with the one he scored earlier.
This guy has great vision out of the backfield. Even if a hole isn't there, he's patient enough to wait for one to open, and then he hits it.
And he tacks on the extra point. An 8-play, 51-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. The score now, 20-3, and it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. He gets out to about the 28-yard line. From their own 28-yard line. Second down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Ready. Green 95.
He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Boy, the senior linebacker's experience really showed on that run. He sniffed it out perfectly and made the tackle.
Going deep, lays it out there. And a great catch downfield. And he's out of bounds at the 21. They got burned on the blitz that time.
Yeah, no question. I think you have to mix it up defensively, but when you blitz, you better put pressure on the quarterback. Here, they weren't able to do that and got beat deep.
So the big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Tackle at the 13. And once again, they'll come to the line, trying to convert on 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, 25 to Mike. Green 90. Green 90. Here we go. Motion.
He's going to come up short. Good tackle. It's a fake. He's tackled at the 20. Great stand by the defense, and they get it back for their offense. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6. Gets the ball here and brought down in the backfield. We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Red, 68. Check. Eagle. Hot.
Fires quickly to the tight end. He's taken down at the 21-yard line, and that'll do it for the first half. 20-3, Georgia.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. Perhaps the most important statistic in any football game is turnover margin. I once had a wise coach tell me that the football was so important they named the game after it. Whatever that means. I think it means that you're not supposed to let it get away from you and give it to the other team, and so far both of these offenses have done a great job of that.
No doubt. And most games are lost, not won. And it's because of the turnover differential. And you can look at the stats when you say that every single time. But, you know, both teams doing a good job taking care of it. Both offenses executing and still calling a game, still scoring points, still putting up good numbers, but at the same time taking care of the pigskin. And they better value that thing because, yeah, you give it away and bad things happen.
That's going to do it for David and me here in the studio. Time to get you back to the game. Brad and Kirk ready to take you home in the second half.
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Well, this offense has found the end zone on their last 2 drives, and they're coming out on this one trying to do much of the same. Fires out to his wideout, and they make the stop at about the 35. From their own 35-yard line. First down.
Check number 6. Hey, check back. Let's go. Green 95.
They'll bring him down at the 43-yard line.
Watch 19. Here we go. Green 88.
He gets out to about the 45-yard line. It's third down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
Check back 11.
He's on the run, runs with it, and he's got room. And down he goes at the 42.
Let's go. 180. Wide. 80.
Up the middle for a nice gain. It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Check back 11. Ready. Green 90.
Brought down in the open field.
Man left. 4 down. Hey, check back 11. Set. Green 90.
Toss. Runs outside for a nice gain. Here's the 8th play of the series.
Four down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Edwards gets a pitch. He's knocked out of bounds at the 28. Gain of about a yard on the halfback toss. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 28. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. This is the 10th play of this drive.
Tight left. Four down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Delivers to the halfback on the screen. And he's taken down around the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Ball on the 14.
Ready. Green 9.
A huge play, and now they're in a great position to score. This is the 12th play of this drive.
Coming to you. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go.
Tries to get around the corner. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nice run and a score by the halfback.
And a nice call by the coach there. Just give it to your main man anytime you're near the goal line.
And he hits the PAT. So a 12-play, 76-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Boy, this offense right now is just being physical, really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's opening up some nice big lanes for the running backs.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Georgia's the type of team, when you look at them, it looks like their defense sort of just feeds off itself.
I think the energy is there, Brad, but I think it really starts up front with their defensive line and their linebackers, the way they're being able to just win the battle at the line of scrimmage. I think it's giving them confidence, and it's allowing them to play more downhill where they can attack this offense.
He throws it. Oh, he had the pick, and he dropped it.
That was a nice play. Anything you can do without being penalized to prevent the offense from moving forward is always a plus.
From their own 25-yard line. 2nd down.
Set. Red 18.
He's got it out to his tight end. Tackle made at the 28-yard line.
Tight end left. Oh, you got deep? 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
Hand off, and he won't make it. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Jackson is back deep to return. And down he goes at the 42-yard line. So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
Set. Blue 19. Blue 19. Cut.
They give to the tailback, and he's tackled after positive yardage. We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go. Wide 80.
And he's sacked.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that this defense is putting on him.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 48. Pressure coming, and the ball is loose. Picks up the fumble. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Thorson to punt. Cooper takes it to 28. Tackle made at the 44. The defense shut them down on their last drive, forcing a quick punt.
If they're going to make a comeback in this game, it's going to have to start now. This offense has to get rolling.
He goes out of bounds around the 49-yard line. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on their own 49. The ball pops free. Recovered by the offense.
Too easy, too easy.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 46.
Mike 18, Mike 18.
Let's go!
They bring him down.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long. Jackson is back to receive. And he's taken down at the 40-yard line. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again.
Check Mike 11, check
Set.
Mike 11.
Oklahoma!
Gets to about the 41-yard line. It's 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 41.
Four down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Got an opening. Nice run there as they work the outside.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Four down, four down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
And that'll make it 4th down.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
Thorson awaits the snap. And this one is a beauty. This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. The last time this offense had the ball, it was 3 and out.
Down 2 possessions. This offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
Pulls it in and stopped in his tracks with that tackle. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line.
We'll go 25 to Mike.
Gets it. He's in space. Brought down around the 48-yard line. So let's see how the defense responds now. It's 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. Throws it in a hurry. Tackle at the 25. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 25. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Just throws this one away. And they've got all their DBs in there to match up against the 5 wide set. Quick pass. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
We played 3, and this one's pretty much gone as expected. 27-3, Georgia. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. Fires out quickly, incomplete. This is the 8th play of this drive. They'll drop him for a loss. It's 3rd and goal. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here.
Gets it quickly to the tight end, but it's dropped.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Ready! 180! Wide!
Motion.
80! He's got his man across the middle. He's tackled around the 1-yard line. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Nice run there. McIntosh gets about 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd down. This is a scary spot deep in their own territory.
Check Mike 11,
Ready!
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Tight left. Four down. Hey, check Mike 11,
Tackled after a decent pickup.
Not mine.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 14.
Tight right. Four down. Hey, check Mike 11,
Bennett with a nice play fake. He's taken down at the 29-yard line.
Not over here. Not over here.
From their own 29-yard line. It's 1st down.
Check Mike 11.
Ready! Wide 80!
And they'll get him in the backfield.
Tight right. Four down. Hey, check Mike 11.
Ready! Green 95! Green 95!
And they'll bring him down behind the line.
This is a big-time read by this safety. You know, a lot of times as a safety, you're sitting back there making sure there isn't a play-action pass or a play potentially that can go behind you. I think this safety has that sixth sense. His instincts on that play were special. He read the run, got into the backfield, and made the play.
pass is caught, and the defense lays him out. Cooper back deep to return. He's tackled at the 37. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field.
Set. Cut.
Nice run up the middle. They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Here we go.
Fires quickly, and it's picked off. And that was just an outstanding pick.
Great play by the defender to high point the ball, but the quarterback wasn't in rhythm on the throw.
Right, Roger, Roger. Four down. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Set. 10-20. 10-20.
Motion.
Cut.
Caught, and big hit there to stop him. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, gave a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Four down.
It's second down, 8 to go. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Right. Green 9.
Throws complete, big loss. And he's level at the 37-yard line. The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Thorson is the punter. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. The offense will take the field, hoping for a better result than their last drive.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Fires out to his wideout, and they make the stop at about the 49. From their own 49-yard line. First down.
Set. Wide 80. Wide 80. Cut.
Quick release, tight end, incomplete.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 10.
Right.
Mike
Right.
10.
And it's caught. They'll bring him down at about the 41. From the 41-yard line. First down. Fires it out, and he's taken down right around the 34. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Just under 3 to go in regulation.
Here we go.
Complete across the middle, and down he goes, right around the 20. quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Pressure coming. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
I think this is why the quarterback typically goes to this wide receiver, because his willingness to just sell out and make a catch. Here, it's a nice throw, but really it was more about the effort by the wide receiver to lay out and make that play for the touchdown.
And they get the 2. And he's tackled at the 47. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Good outside run there. Milton comes away with 5 yards on the carry. From the 42-yard line, 2nd down.
4 down. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Ready. Red 18. Red.
They'll get him for a loss.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
And off to the left. Makes it to the 34.
It's great when a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. Edwards gets 6 yards on the play. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Makes it out to about the 19.
Here we go. Green 88.
He tackles him for a loss. From the 22-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Set. Line 80. Wide.
They go back to the run, and he'll be stopped in the backfield. And this is the 8th play of the drive. This one's in the books. The Bulldogs get the win, 27-11. So that wraps things up for us, for EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit. I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.